Welcome back to 3 Ps and a Pod. I'm Coco.
I'm Josie.
I'm Erin.
And we're back.
We're back on the pod. It feels so surreal. And
I know.
But also just right.
Yeah,
to be
we've been like
honest.
itching to get back.
Yeah, we've been like dreaming of the day that we're back on the pod.
So true.
And
good
but
to be
it
back
also
on
was
the
like
pod.
so funny getting everything out. Like I felt a little rusty. I was like, yeah.
I know.
All of a sudden we're just like, oh, we didn't have the battery pack for this out. And like little things where it's like, oh yeah.
So yeah, if we're like feeling a little rusty, just give us grace and we're going to get back into our rhythm and yeah, just enjoy the show. That's all I'm going to say.
Sit back, relax.
Yeah, seriously. I spent the night last night at the Weir's house and I've got I've never had cold foam like
Ever?
I maybe had like pumpkin cold foam like in college, but like I've
from,
never
like,
done it
Starbucks?
myself where I've like made it and now it's like an official thing that I'm going to have to like buy. So thanks for
Sure.
changing my life.
Also, you can make it yourself. Like just get a little immersion blender thing.
Oh.
I'll show you.
Yep.
I usually make it myself, but the cold foam we have in the fridge is just because my cousin had that. It's like salted maple
Super
is
good.
the flavor. And yeah, it's from Trader Joe's. Like, let me put you all on because I'm always saying things that Rach and Lauren have told me. So
Yeah,
shout out to
they're our
Rach and Lauren.
influencers.
They are
Yeah.
our
No,
influencers.
seriously. Your favorite influencer has a favorite influencer.
Seriously. But so it's from Trader Joe's salted maple. And then I was just there the other day and they just have a plain vanilla one too. So I grabbed that. I haven't tried it yet, but I bet it's good. So, but I usually make my own. Like
Yes,
I usually
yep.
just do a little, it takes 2 seconds, but that is
I loved
equally
it.
as good.
So good.
So yeah,
But
we've
yeah.
got our coffees. We have the fireplace on. We're having a cozy morning. We were
Yep.
like before the pod, just laying on the couch, like snuggled in. We're like, as much as we're looking forward to being back on the pod, we're like, oh, we gotta like muster up the energy to get up.
work.
Well, and, like
gotta
the
get your ass
dogs are cuddling. We're cuddling with us.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, we have
it was
Hinky.
everything.
Hank's still doing that. He just is Eepy's boy.
He just loves his little.
He loves his girl time. He
fireplace.
loves
Yeah.
his girl time. He's much like
Mommies.
yeah, he loves his mommies.
Oh my gosh.
He's definitely a girl's guy.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
wanted to be here specifically for you guys today. But yeah, I guess like we'll give a little intro.
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously we've been gone. And if you've been following along, we kind of gave a little bit of a preview as to what was going on. Josie and I hopped on for a quick little update.
Yep.
So today's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be letting you guys know what's been going on. Erin's gonna kind of be taking the floor, talking about that.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be the normal one necessarily.
Not our normal, programming where it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
topic and then the pop culture.
Yeah.
Like we're just gonna kind of update you guys, and I think like we're talking about grief a lot today, so
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that. But
Yep.
Yeah.
we're still gonna try to have like some normal updates to
Yep.
start, just because I think that's important.
Yep.
And I think
Yep.
like even with everything going on in my life, like I've been trying to find joy too and have some like
Exactly.
normalcy in my life too. So I feel like we can like start there and like try to be
Perfect.
a little fun before like the
Yeah.
episode will be like a little heavier, and then I think hopefully we'll end on like a positive note.
Yeah.
I'd love to we'll dive in, but hopefully share some fun stories with like my mom and
Yep.
whatever. So
Yeah, that's perfect.
So do you guys
Sweet.
want to do updates
Yeah, that's
first?
great.
And yeah.
Perfect. I can go. I like me and Coco were just talking before this. It's like, I actually don't even know what happened this month. Like I forget. But I have two just like random things. One is that I did get Invisalign this very morning.
She's like 2 hours posted
And I'm
Invisalign.
literally 2 hours post Invisalign.
She's so worried. She's like, I'm not going to be, you're like, I'm going to be like slurring my words.
Yes.
She's not drunk. It's just Invisalign.
And I think I'm doing okay. But now
You
that I
are.
like think about it, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, am I, whatever. I put this on Instagram when we did like our little updates. Everybody wear your retainers. This is my PSA.
You scared my teeth straight. Like
No,
literally.
I've been wearing mine so much now.
Yes.
And it like hurts when I put it in
Yeah.
and I'm like, I gotta
Yeah.
wear
You
this.
influenced us.
No, if that is like seriously,
It takes one messed up teeth to fix the rest of us.
no, seriously, like
Thank you for your
this is like
service.
my call now, like is to tell people to wear their retainers. My front two teeth started to shift and it got to a point where it was like kind of bugging me, and like I could see in like videos and like nobody else would notice, but I did. So then I went and they were like, you can do Invisalign for like 4 months. I was
Imagine
like,
if
okay.
you had to put braces on.
Well, I wouldn't like
No, I
crooked
know,
teeth.
but imagine if they're like the only option is braces.
Yeah, it's like seriously. Then there's not crooked teeth is the only option. Like
Yeah.
I I'm already feeling like insecure about the Invisalign. I can't imagine putting braces on. Take my teeth out before I put braces on. I seriously,
That's crazy.
I can't
She's
imagine.
getting fake teeth first.
Oh my God,
Veneers. Like, I don't know what, I would go to extensive measures.
You've gone Hollywood before our very eyes.
No, seriously. But yeah, so I have Invisalign and it's so far so good. But yeah, wear your retainer so you don't have to be like me. You have to wear it for 22 hours a day. Yeah, you can't like really drink coffee with it in. It's like kind of cruel and unusual punishment. So that's my
Can't
update.
have coffee with that in?
No, she would have to like, it's like when you eat or drink, you have to like, remember with your retainers?
For sure. I guess.
Or like the lady kind of was like, you know, if you're like me and you kind of drink your coffee all morning, like you can keep it in, but just make sure you're like swishing water around to like
I suppose
make sure
otherwise the coffee probably gets in it and stains your
Stains it.
teeth.
And also messes up the,
and can mess up
thank you.
like if there's like
Yeah.
sugar in the syrup, it like the sugar can like
Ew, that really grosses me out,
it's
actually.
disgusting. Oh, it's disgusting. Also like taking it out, I'm like it's just like slurpy and disgusting. I'm gross. Whatever.
No, don't say that about my friend.
No, true.
Yeah.
And come April 3rd, I'm going to be literally perfect. Like you're not going to find anything wrong with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So just wait for April. Have to go through the trenches before that.
What if like you go into your like appointment and on April Fool's Day they're like joking with you like actually it's another 6 months?
Well, like that's what happens with Invisalign sometimes. It's like
okay,
people
we're
will
praying against that.
No, I know.
We're
Some
praying
people,
against that.
some people are like, oh, you go in for your last
no
name,
way.
like one
Just
more
for your
month.
like one tooth.
and
like-
at that point, I'm like, it's good enough.
right.
Yeah, like
It's good enough. Seriously, it's good enough.
you're
like,
not gonna go be like a crest model, right?
No.
Like we're not.
No.
We just want it to be straight. Like that's it.
crest
I know, but
model.
yeah, so that's just like so funny. And seriously, if I can like help other people not have to go through this, like wear your retainer. I'm being so dramatic.
Yeah.
It's like
But
crazy.
honestly,
The drama is so funny.
But honestly, like it's necessary.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
know.
Like I wore my retainer here last night. Like I brought my retainer home to Minnesota. That's
I know.
crazy.
I know.
I never do that. I like
That
there's
is
months where
wild.
I don't see that thing.
I seriously am so glad that I'm helping people. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's just God uses your struggles to help others.
So dramatic.
That is crazy.
Literally insane. No, it's really not that big of a deal, but I love making myself a meme. So anyway, I got Invisalign this morning. That's my main update.
What was your other one? You said you had two random.
I just like, I'm wearing my aloe set. I got an aloe set this month. I spent way too much money. I saw a TikTok and it was like, girls that buy aloe sets are literally paying $120 for 3 letters. And it's true. Like, it's just a normal
I could have
sweat set.
embroidered that on for you.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
But I love it. And the lady that works there was really good at her job. She was like, oh, this fits you like a glove. I was like, stop,
She's
give me 10.
telling you.
Yeah,
It was
give me
sold
10.
before you even like walked in.
No,
You're
Is it
like,
I know.
120 for the whole set?
no, it's
Oh,
120 per
Oh,
thing.
it's like 140 for
I
the
just
for-
put a
per
set
the
on my
sweatshirt.
Christmas list,
I saw.
and I think
I spent
I
nearly.
think it was like 300 and something total, which I didn't realize when I was adding it to my list. And I was like, I'm gonna put it on there anyways
Is
and
it
see what happens.
metal or is it like the aloe?
No.
Oh, it's just literally.
just
No, yeah,
like
it is.
little-
It's got the. I couldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
So it's worth the money.
It's so worth it. And I actually do think
That's
like
girl
I have
math.
been wearing it a lot. It's so cute. You feel put together. It's so comfy.
Yeah. Why is it that a sweatsuit makes you feel put together when arguably it's like the most like
Exactly.
I haven't showered in a couple days. You know what I mean? Like it's like
I know.
you could wear this.
It's
put
because
gold
it
hoops on.
matches. It's like you
Yeah.
put in some effort to be like matching. I think.
Exactly. Yeah. So I love my aloe set.
That's a great update.
Those are my
Would
two
you
things.
like? It's 100% worth the.
For me, I am obsessed.
Okay. So,
Your matching set, just as good.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, like I'm not trying to get people to spend $300 on sweatpants and a sweatshirt, but
It's a good Christmas list.
I'd
gift.
probably get another one, honestly.
Yeah.
And I would probably get like a different color and do a crew instead of a hoodie.
Yeah. Versatility.
Fair.
So
Love.
those are my 2 things.
Mine. Hank had a very fun, expensive trip to the ER. That just makes me so mad. So for y'all that I don't know if we've like really talked about. Yeah, we did on the Hobbies podcast. I'm pretty crafty, and so I was doing an embroidery thing that was like sitting in my living room, and I'm like sitting in my kitchen cleaning dishes, and I come out to the living room, and Hank is like on my ottoman with the embroidery hoop in his mouth, and I was like, okay, and then I like look closer, no needle, which is like a sewing needle, and I was like. Pardon? So I'm like, I looked at him and I was like, there's no, like, if he would have swallowed it, he would have cried. Like, I was like, there's no way, like, whatever. I was like looking around on the ground. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was like, you know what? I might find it somewhere, whatever. My friend Sarah and I go to the dog park because I was like, he needs to get his energy out. All of a sudden, he is coughing like I've never heard in my life. And I'm like, oh my God, he's trying to get the needle out. Like, I was like, this is awful. Like, horrible, horrible coughs. And so then I was like, as we leave very quickly, Sarah's like, we can go back, whatever, it's fine. And I get my like Bissell my Bissell vacuum out with the light. And I'm like literally like using the light on the ground because I'm like, I gotta find this freaking thing, right? It's nowhere. He's still hacking up along. And I'm like, oh my God. So I take him to the ER, of course, on the weekend. We like get him locked in. It's just $189 just to see a doctor.
For sure. Just to walk in the door.
Just to walk in.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, you know what? It's worth it. Peace of mind, whatever. And then we take him back. They were like, we're going to have to do scans, XYZ. Hopefully it's not like,
oh my gosh.
Like they're like, this happens a lot. And I'm like, great.
Oh my gosh.
So they take him back.
What would they have even done? Like surgery?
You can take an endoscopy tube and go in there, or if it's too far down, they do surgery. Because like the needle, like of all the things for dogs to swallow, like that is like, that's going to tear his lining.
Well, for sure. Like,
it's just like peace of mind. I was like, any price, like whatever. Yeah. Put it on the house.
No, it's so
and like literally they come back and he was like, all right, well, we couldn't find it. Cause I was like, it's a really small thing. And they're like, no, you can see on the scan, like they could see his chip, which is like so much smaller. So like any sort of metal that's in there, they will find. And they were like, but he does have a wicked case of kennel cough. And I was like, oh, okay. So then So
the coughing was actually just
kennel cough. Yep. And so which is like good that I got in there because he had to take, you do have to do antibiotics. He's literally vaccinated for it. So I'm like, what the frick? We go to the dog park like all the time. So it's like, it's also basically like the flu season for people. Yeah. So like it just is what it is. You can be vaccinated for the flu and maybe it was a lesser case or whatever. But then because of that, he's not allowed to be around other dogs because it's super contagious. So yeah, that was not a fun 2 weeks. He literally like needs other dogs in order to be like a normal boy. Like he's calm now because he's had his like weeks of playing with my parents' dogs and the girls. So, so yeah, that was kind of our main side quest that Hank and I went on last month. And if you're getting a dog, put a lot of money in savings because that was really, really an expensive 2-hour visit at the vet.
No.
Yeah. About like $400 an hour. So it's fine. Oh yeah, it was $850.
Oh, that's so many aloe
more
sets.
Expensive
exactly
than I've ever spent on an ER trip.
Yep. Because they had to put sedation, they had to put him under in order to do the X-rays,
my gosh,
and then the antibiotics. And
I was gonna say it's always like $400 to $500 when we've gone, but like, oh my gosh,
wow,
Hanker.
So yeah, this is me de-influencing you on a dog. If you don't like, if you like having money, don't get a dog.
So fair,
so
fair.
But I love him. And he turned 1 and so did Camper. So
yeah, that's a good update.
Our babies turned 1.
They turned 1. We'll have to put some pics in a dump for that.
Oh, of them with their cakes.
Yeah.
We'll have to do the 3 of them eating their cakes, like the video.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I chefed up like some little cakes for the dogs and they ate those so fast. Oh my gosh. Sorry, what other updates do you have though?
She's just been
Honestly,
home.
I feel like that. Yeah, I've been home for the last 2 weeks or a week and a half. I turned 28, but I put that in the slide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to next epi, we should go back and do your birthday questions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we missed that. So
yeah. I was telling the girls,
that.
I think I put it in the thing. I was like, it feels like I've sympathized with like the summer birthdays during school. Like it sucks not having your birthday during school.
I know.
And like now I get it. Like it sucks.
Not having it during the podcast recording. Totally.
Because we would have had a big bash.
For sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that was kind of like the main stuff.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah, I would say I'll start with the good and then get into the bad, I guess.
Into it.
Yeah. If you have seen our updates on Instagram, like I talked about my mom's health and that's like the major update is that my mom passed away. Gosh, it was like almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago is not that long. Like I feel like I'm being like it was already 2 weeks ago, but like just 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. So that's like my bad news that we will be like talking about today. But through that, I've been trying to be like do some normal things and like get back to a normal routine because during the time that we were in this break, I was not home, and so just like being back home as an update. Like getting home was so nice, and like, oh my gosh, like just trying to do the Christmassy things. Like last year, my mom had just gotten diagnosed and it was so gloomy. Like I remember feeling this like fog last year, which this year is like a new type of fog, I feel like, or a different, it feels different than last year, even though it's probably like more sad this year. I don't know. But so we did go, Ty and I went and got our Christmas tree just a couple nights ago, and that was fun. And my dad and my brother came over and we like decorated our house. And then I'm trying to think of, Camper's birthday. I made the little birthday cakes yesterday. Ty's birthday is this week. So we're going to somewhere called Lit in Minneapolis, and it's like a pinball bar. I've never been, but Ty and his buddy go there all the time, and that's what he wanted to do for his birthday. So we're going to a pinball bar.
Yeah, that'll be
fun. And like
fun.
just having food. It'll be really casual and fun, I think.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's new. I've been just like Christmas shopping. I think that's bringing me joy to like give to other people. And I'm kind of like bawling out. Like maybe it's how I'm coping like right now. I don't know.
Oh, retail therapy.
Yeah, but like not for myself, like for other people, you know? So that's like, that's that. But other than that, I really think, just like being home, and I don't know, I'm trying to think of anything else that like.
It's been a blur of a month.
It's been a blur of a month, but those are probably my main like highlights, is just trying to and I think just like scheduling some social things back on my calendar. Like I totally thrive off of, I feel like I'm not as much extroverted as both of you are, but I definitely thrive off social situations. And that was like, this past month was already hard. And then like canceling everything social on top of it was really hard. It was like so isolating. So coming home and being like, just having something like Tyler's birthday party and our like New Year's party, like sending that out, like just getting some things on my calendar again has felt good and like joyful. So anyways, but yeah, I think today I feel like I think we're just going to give it our best shot. Totally. I feel very like, don't really know like where I want to go with everything and how to explain it all best. So we're just going to like do our best, and then, and we'll probably have more episodes on everything to come, just because I think, grief is a lifelong journey, I've heard. So that's just how that's going to go. But yeah, I think I don't even really know where to start, but I think if you saw our Instagram update, I kind of talked about it there a little bit, just that my mom, she was battling pancreatic cancer for the last year. And I haven't really talked about that openly on the podcast. I've definitely said stuff about like my praise is good news about my mom's diagnosis, or we've like alluded our Florida trip and stuff alluded to like the whole reason we're in Florida is to like make the most of our time together and like knock things off my mom's bucket list. So like, I think we've alluded to the fact, or I have alluded to it, but was very much towing the line too of like respecting her, and like she would watch every episode. I'm already like
she was our biggest
cry.
fan.
Like I didn't think I would cry.
Oh, that's okay.
So sorry, people.
Hey,
But
if you're offended, get out of here.
it's so weird. I've been so like not emotional. Like it's so weird. I don't know how to even like put into words, but I think just thinking back on those like fun memories makes me like cry. So, but sorry.
No apologies.
What was I saying?
The trip to Florida.
Oh, just like you've alluded to it a little bit on the podcast, but maybe not
and she
fully.
would watch every episode. So towing the line of like not wanting to divulge too much information because we were trying to be so hopeful and positive, and
tricky balance.
Yeah, I don't want to like make her feel worse when she was watching, to like see that I was hurting too. Like there's this like pressure to be strong too. Granted, like my mom and I had so many moments where we just sat and cried together. So she knew I was struggling too, but I didn't want to like air it all out on the podcast and like talk about my journey with it, because it's very much like her journey too. So anyways, but I think I'll just try to give you guys some background so that you can be let into what really was going on. And then I think I'll share a little bit about how I've been navigating grief. And then I think we want to share like kind of make it like a tribute to my mom of like, she like was so adamant on like celebrate me and don't be gloomy doomy. And like, she kept telling us like, don't make it stuffy. Don't be, I don't know. So I do want to end with like positive stuff too.
Totally.
But so I think
that's great.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back, but yeah, I guess like just in summary, my mom was diagnosed with cancer back on November 21st, which actually is the day she died 1 year later, which is just like,
so Dawn.
Yeah. We like, we're joking about it because we're like, it's so Dawn to like make it to this, like just like 1 year mark or whatever. Like that was just so her. So we like laugh about that a little
like
bit.
the Monday before you were like on the phone with me and you're like, I just feel like she's going to go Friday. Like, you're like, I really think she's just, like.
Well, and Josie and I had a night in October where we were hanging out and remember we were just crying that night together and just realizing like, oh, this is really real. And I said to you, I was like, I just have a gut feeling or like a bad feeling. I said a bad feeling because it's like so close to the holidays. So I was like, can she not? But I was like, I just have a feeling like she's going to just die like 1 year from and you were like, really? And I was like, yeah, either her 1 year of like finding out, cause it was 2 different dates. We found out on November 21st that she had cancer. And then on November 28th, which was Thanksgiving Day, 2025 or 2024, sorry, that she like had pancreatic cancer. Stage 4. So yeah, like I had kind of just had that feeling.
Yeah.
But it's like even crazier that like came true then. It's so bizarre. But yeah, so my mom, like November 21st, a year ago, 2024, like went into the doctor and it's actually hilarious. Like that, well, it's not hilarious, but that day she was texting me. I was at work and she was like, yeah, I've lost like 9 pounds from like this last month. And I was like, oh my God, amazing, girl. Like, I was like, good for you. And she was like, well, they're like checking things out further. And I was kind of like, oh, and I was like, whatever. Like, I was at work. I'm a school counselor, if you didn't already. So like my days are so like go, kid after kid after kid. I don't know. Middle-aged women, I feel like weight loss is hard. And so weight loss is hard at any age, but especially like any sort of menopause, like everything like that. So
and she had been like it's not like you just were like
to lose weight. Like, so I was like, wow, good for you. And then, that night I'm like at home with Ty and we're like eating dinner and she called me and she was just like, oh my gosh, like they're saying I have cancer. And it's like that night, like I was telling you or maybe both of you, I was telling you that like out of everything I've been through this last year, like that night is still like the hardest night or like memory. Like I just was at the kitchen table and I couldn't even speak. Like I remember just sitting there, like I had I just was like, no, like that cannot be. And like Tyler had to speak for me because I was just like, no. So that night was so like just hard. And then it was like bad news from there. It was just like all this testing. We thought it was ovarian cancer. And then gosh, like we just thought it was a lesser stage and all this stuff. And we kept finding out like, no, it's actually like in your GI tract. So then we're like, well, hopefully it's colon cancer. Like it's the most bizarre feeling to be wishing it's one type of cancer.
But it's just like, if you know anything about cancer, like pancreatic just like is the worst.
It's like incurable. It's like, I don't mean to be so negative for anyone else who might be going through that, but it is just like a death sentence. Like it's especially stage 4, like it's metastasized. You can't even cure it. I do believe like, obviously like I believe in God, I believe in miracles and there are people out there who have been cured of it. It's like
there's a stat
8% or something. Like it's really a low percentage. And so
it's such a hard one to find. So that's why usually when you find it, it's stage 4.
They call it like the silent killer because it's like, you don't know you have it until you have it. And that's exactly how it was for my mom. Like they were looking for ovarian cancer. They thought that's what she had. And they happened to catch her pancreas, like just a tiny bit of it on the scan. And that's like how they found it. And so, which thank God, like there's been so many God moments throughout this, especially in the beginning. I mean like maybe I feel like this episode is going to be so long. So maybe at a later date, I can like go through some of those. But seriously, it was like such a God thing that it even got found. It was a God thing. She had this one doctor, like everyone, all these other doctors kept telling her she had UTIs, like menopause. They just chalked it up to like, they told her she needs to lose weight. She's pre-diabetic
she's like, I just lost 9 pounds.
Right. Like, and she was never, she like maybe had some weight to lose, but she was never like overweight to the point that she would be like diabetic. So she always thought that it was flagging her as diabetic. Like, and she was like, this is so weird, but also diabetes runs in my mom's family. And so she was like, maybe I am diabetic, but it just, things were weird. And for months, like that was back in April and she didn't get diagnosed till like November. Wow. And she had so many blood clots. Like that was another scary thing. I think blood clots maybe freak me out more than actual cancer does. Like the thought of these clots, and she had so many, they wouldn't even tell us like how many there were, but like from her knees down, like clots everywhere in her lungs, clots like everywhere. And doctors were like, I can't believe she didn't already die. Which is another God thing. Like she'd been on so many, she was like in Florida, then she was like in Kansas for work, and she'd been flying, and they were like, you were flying on airplanes, like the air pressure can make a blood clot release. And so like, oh, blood clots really, I'm like going to be scared of those forever, I think. But anyway, so that it was like worse and worse and worse. Like it was like, they found the cancer, then they found the blood clots. Then we thought it was like ovarian. And my mom's like, well, thank God it's ovarian. Like give me a hysterectomy, take it out. But then it just kept getting worse. And it was like, it's pancreatic. And then it was like, okay, well, at least let it be like stage 1 or stage 2. And then it's like, no, it's stage 4. Like, oh my gosh. Like, that was horrible. Like I remember like texting you guys too and just like updating you, and it was like worse and worse and worse and worse. And I was like, I just don't think that it can get worse. And it just like kept getting worse. And then she did chemo for December to like January, like, or like February, like a 1 to 2 month. It was 2 months because she made it to her first scan. Every 2 months you would do a scan. And at her very first scan, they told us the chemo was not working. And like, then again, it was like, oh my gosh, like, again, I just was like, how can this continue to get worse? Like, it just was something knocking you down. Like, we just kept being like, can we get any piece of good news here? Like, just was crazy. Then she ended up on this trial pill, which I remember feeling like, I was like, oh my gosh, like a trial study is like, that means you're at that last, like, like, I feel like you don't do a trial unless there's no hope, which actually isn't the case. I definitely learned that through cancer journey. Cause like there was another type of chemo she could have gone to, but they were like, no, we really want you in this trial. Like this trial is really doing some amazing things.
Her Mayo docs were great.
Her Mayo docs were amazing. So we're so thankful to them too. But yeah, so she got onto this trial pill, which was also another God moment. Like it was this clinical trial where brought me back to like our high school and college science days where you had to like, it really was like a control and like a test variable or whatever. And so you could either you were randomly assigned to either a chemo or a different chemo than what she had been on, which I didn't even know before this cancer journey that there were different types of chemo.
Right.
But there are. And so she had done the one type of chemo that didn't work. So then there was this other type of chemo that they were like, we can move you to that. Or in this trial, so you could get, let's just call it GEM, because that's the shortened name for it. So you could get this GEM chemo, or you could get this trial pill, and you had to be randomly assigned. And we were like,
I remember praying for her to get the pill. Yeah.
Because we were like, if
chemo the first time took it out of her, like she lost her hair quickly.
Oh my gosh. Like her hair fell out quickly. And like, yeah, that was horrible to witness. And that was like at Christmas time last year. She was like losing her hair, and yeah, like I could not even, like my brother had to shave her head because I couldn't. Like I was like, I literally cannot do that. I witnessed it, but I was like, I just can't. So that was hard. Yeah, it physically took a toll, although she handled it so well. Like we really were like, she was doing so well. But yeah, so it's basically like you do this trial or you go to this GEM chemo anyways. Like that was the next step, or you can do this trial and try to get the pill. So my mom was like, well, I might as well try to get this pill, and if I don't get it, like I'm doing this other chemo anyways. And thank God, like she got the the clinical trial pill, and it's this pill you take and it stops the cancer from metastasizing and like multiplying, and it like blocks the DNA from growing. And so she was on that for like 8 months, like from February till September, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so we got like the best 8 months, like because on this pill you didn't have to go in for your appointments. Like she had blood work every couple weeks, but like all you did was take a pill in the morning and it was like done. Like you're not hooked up to chemo and then having the couple, because it's like 4 days, it's like for 48 hours or something after chemo, you're just like down and you just are knocked. And so she really could like live this normal life. So like we got to go to Florida with her in May, and then my family, we went to Washington. Like she was hiking in June, and then we went to our family like lake vacation in July, and we had just gone to Lutzen in September. So we really like made the most of the time that she was on this pill and feeling so normal, and like her hair was growing back, like so that was like our good news. And like looking back, hindsight, it's like our miracle was just that she got 8 months, because people with pancreatic cancer, like stage 4 pancreatic cancer, along this journey I've heard just horrendous stories of like people getting diagnosed on a Monday and dying the Thursday after, or like, oh, Hank, he's like sorry. Cuddling in. He goes, I'm sorry. He's like giving me a hug. Or
like people, a few months.
We had the lake vacation that we go on. One of the families wasn't there this year because their mom had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in March, and by July was like in hospice. So like we're so lucky for just that we even had a full year with her. But then in September, she kind of started not to feel well. And it was like, I think back when right before we had taken a break from the pod, I was like talking on the podcast about how I haven't gone like a day without crying. And I really think I knew, like, I was like, I would call her and she would just be like, I'm so tired. Like, I'm so nauseous. Like, it was just a change. And I think I just deep down, like, knew that things were changing and not going as well. So I would cry like so much every day, because I was just like, I feel like it's like taking a turn for the worse. But then in October, she actually did start, because the step after the pill was to go on to that chemo then. And
because the pill stopped working.
Yeah. After 8 months, they were like, it's like growing again, which they knew that would happen. We had been told that like probably down the road she'd do some more chemo. So that's what we thought. But then, I don't even know. Josie saw her that day. Like we had one chemo round of this like other type of chemo on like early October. And Josie was with me that day, and she was like not responsive. Like I thought it was bad, but like like makes me like, it's like looking back, it's like I'm sick that we even like gave her chemo that day. Because she was so sick.
I know. But it's like so hard, because like it's like you're just trying your best to listen to what the doctors like say. And even like we went through like the chemo, and the doctors there were like, she's really not feeling well. And they're like, all right, like we'll give her some fluids today. Like we'll give you some more
she was
drugs, dehydrated, you know? So it's like, we have these nurses at Mayo Clinic that are like,
you're gonna trust.
Okay. Like, we're going to move forward. But then like even like after the appointment, Erin was like going to get the car to pick us up, and it was like me and Dawn, and then, this guy from the trial, and he came to just like check on her after the trial, whatever, and get some more information. And even he just was like, the next 2 weeks are going to be really hard. You're going to be really sick, like switching from the pill to chemo. Yeah. So it's like all the information we were getting from professionals. Sure.
And everyone was like, this is just a really low. And I guess I was like, I suppose like we were so lucky. Like I truly feel like God spared us from like, I know. Like when you see in the movies, like people throwing up, and like she really didn't have that many side effects. Like we really managed it.
But that day was hard.
That day was hard. And then that day I took her to the ER because I called her nurse line, and I was like, something's just wrong.
Like after chemo, we literally drove back from Rochester,
got her home,
and she just was like,
I mean, she was like not responsive, like couldn't stay awake, like couldn't eat, couldn't drink.
So bad.
It was awful. And yeah, that was so hard. And her nurse line was like, yeah, take her in. And so we went in and like, thank God, because my aunts too, like, thank God for them. But because like they really walked through, everybody, like you guys, and then like my aunts have really like walked through this with me, like right with me, you know. But one of my aunts was like, oh, I really think she could have died that weekend. It was like October 17th. I took her into the ER. She ended up having an infection in her stomach, like just so much bad stuff. And then, but it was crazy. And then they were talking about like, she's going to bounce back, and like not fully, they didn't think she would like fully bounce back to where she was at, especially in the summer when she was like thriving and doing so well. But they were like, she can get back to a new normal, like once we get the infection under control. And then we found out Halloween weekend that her cancer had grown and wrapped itself around her like small intestine. And that is why she was throwing up, because you try to eat and nothing's getting through. There was like a teeny little blockage, a teeny little pathway for food to travel through, and it just couldn't. And so that's like why. Yeah. And at that point, you have stage 4 cancer. There's nothing they can do to do a surgery for that. Yeah. And so that was like a crazy night. Like we were handing out candy at my house. Josie and our friend Cassie were over, and my brother-in-law actually. And my aunt called and was like, you have to come to the hospital. Like Ty and I, well, so my mom, actually, I forgot to mention, like we went on October 17th. She never came home. Like she was hospitalized for like those weeks. That's when we took a break from the pod. And she was hospitalized for weeks. And so I was still like living my normal life. I would like go to work, and then I would like drive down to Rochester at night, and then I'd like come all the way home, or we'd like stay at her house, because she lives in the south suburbs, not that close to Rochester, but like closer than I live. So we were just in this limbo already for a couple weeks. And so I think Halloween night, we were having like an off night. Like we were trying to give people, because it gets so heavy. And so we were trying to take nights to be like, you guys just stay home. So it was Ty and I's night to just like, don't go to Rochester, just like stay home and enjoy handing out candy with kids. And then my aunt called and was just like, you need to come. Like they're saying that she's going to pass away like this weekend. And that was hard. That was the first time I saw Ty cry about it. Like he is so like solid and just like, he's so positive, like the whole year. Like I would be like bawling my eyes out, or like couldn't get up to go to work some days. Like I was so sad. And he would be like, we still have chemo though. Or like the pill is still working though. Or like, like I remember I cried on our trip in Michigan because her tumor marker number had like gone up, which can signify that like it's growing. And it had gone up by like 5 points or something. And Ty was like, it's fine. Like things probably just fluctuate. Like he's so level-headed and like, and like positive. And so that was the first time that I think like we were both just like, oh my God, like she's going to die. Like we knew that all along. Like, you know, it's so weird to live in like this state where from her initial diagnosis, like we knew we had limited time, but like, I guess I just was always like, maybe we can get 3 years or like 2 years.
It was balancing out like the being hopeful but realistic. Like it's so hard with especially any cancer, but pancreatic is just like you said, it has that percentage and that death rate. Like it's so hard.
Like, and her doctors were always realistic. So anyway, she just never went home from the hospital. Like we found the blockage, and then they said she had like 2 days to like a week to live. And then she ended up, there are so many more details in there, but she ended up living for like 4 weeks, like almost a full month beyond that, which was insane. We didn't think we'd get that long. And she really, truly was like coherent until the end. Like I honestly, maybe this is another topic for later, but like the death and dying process is so crazy and like bizarre. And it's also just like weird how it's a natural thing though. Like our bodies just know how to die, and there's a whole process for it that I just I've been just like sheltered from and never knew.
It's just one of those things. I think you don't know until you have to know.
You just don't know until you know. And it's like so different than like a sudden death, because it's like you're really truly watching the dying process, and like it's just crazy. Like that's another whole thing. And so so that's been, so anyways, then she moved to, we were in Rochester for like 2 weeks. Like Halloween night, I left my home, went to Rochester. We like lived in hotels for 2 weeks, and then we moved to Owatonna to hospice because a lot of my family lives in Owatonna. So moved to hospice, and then we were there for 2 weeks, and then she passed away. And that was like the craziest thing. Like I was there for it, like witnessed it. And so it's like the most peaceful thing, but like traumatizing at the same time. Like it's so bizarre. I think I have a lot to unpack there still. And then, yeah, we've been just, it's crazy how fast you go into like funeral mode. And like I was her power of attorney. And so I had to sign like, oh my gosh, like cremation papers and like things that you just never think. Like I'm a child. Like I'm a kid. Like I'm not an adult. I can't be signing these papers.
No.
And that was crazy. And so just, wow, it was like she passes and then you like say your goodbyes and then all of a sudden you're just funeral planning and it's like Thanksgiving week and it's been such a whirlwind. And so we just had her funeral on November 30th. So that's wrapped up and I'm on bereavement this week while we're filming and then I'm going back to work. And so it's been a whirlwind, but I think, I don't know, I probably missed so many details in there, but that's kind of the synopsis of like what has been happening in my life and how it all went down and just the background of this year. And I think it's just a really weird thing to live in.
Right.
Like, I think it's just like anticipatory grief. Like, and I've actually been doing like, okay, like after she passed, it's like I've had my moments, but I've been like, okay, I thought so weird, like anticipatory grief. I've spent this whole year fearing death and like fearing the aftermath and just like fearing like, how will I be? And like, how are my dad and my brother going to be? And like, I've had fears of like, I'm going to have to like shift from like caregiving for my mom to like caregiving for my brother and my dad. Like, granted, like they're grown men and they can like take care of themselves, but like, I don't know. You just feel this like sense of responsibility to like, check in and take care of others too. So anyways, but I've been like doing fine. I really thought I'd be like couch ridden and like not able to get up. Like I think I told Ty, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just gonna be on the couch, like bawling my eyes out for like months, but that's not been the case. And still, this is like where I'm at currently with it all. Like I've spent literally my entire year, like I said, many nights laying right here on this couch, like bawling or just like mornings where I couldn't go to work. And so it's weird to be like in the aftermath and I'm actually like doing okay.
Well,
but
totally.
That's the journey. Like, I think that's where I'm like needing to do. I haven't been to therapy yet since, I had like one session like during the week she was passing, but I haven't yet had a session like now that she's passed. And I think that's what I need to like unpack is what's normal. And I guess there's no normal way to grieve is what I'm hearing from everybody. And so, but yeah, like a lot of people are like, one, you're just like, I just got done planning this funeral, not alone, but like I was in the center of a lot of logistics and making that happen. And I did her eulogy, which like, I think Coco told me, she was like, your body's just like probably also knows that you're like supposed to get up in front of all these people and like speak. And that's a hard thing in itself. So I think my brain is doing a lot of like protecting me. Yep. And that's what my therapist said too. She was like, my last session, mid-November, while my mom was passing, she was like, you're totally like dissociating. And I was like, I don't know if that's good or bad. And she was like, no, it's a good thing because your brain is like protecting you while you're going through it. And then she's like, told me, she's like, it will unravel and like, you will process it all, but it just takes time. And I've received like lots of nice notes from people and stuff. And a lot of common themes are that like, a few months down the road, it's going to be really hard. Because I think right now, like I'm still very much surrounded by like family and friends and like meal trains and so I think that, and I think Tyler has been telling me a lot, like he's like, you've been grieving this entire year. And I've never cried so much like this past month. Like, I know. Oh yeah, that'll make me like emotional too. But like I witnessed my mom say goodbye to so many people and that was hard. But so special, like so special. So I don't know. I just think, I don't even know. Like, there's a lot of unpacking to do.
Yeah.
But
I think like it's as much as you know it's coming. Like, also though, like the pill, like you, like again, like not only just like as believers and like believing that God can do miracles, but like. It's like she was like on this pill and it was like going like good and you know, so it's like you want to like be realistic but you also want to like have hope. And so I think like I mean, she like was literally like moving me in August, you know?
Right. She helped. Yeah.
So it's like, it's so crazy how like, you know, it's going to happen, but then it happens so fast too.
Right.
So like,
right. And it's like we were just in Florida in May, like walking the beaches and like laughing and like, yeah. And even September, like my family was just in Lutzen. Like it is so crazy. Like less than a month after we're in Lutzen, like hiking around, my mom's like on her deathbed and I'm like, what? But then in some ways I'm like so thankful for a quick decline that I didn't have to witness like more of it. Cause like in the end I was like, I witnessed so much that I was like, I just can't, like, I don't think I can see anymore. There was just things in the end that I was like, I can't can't see this or like witness that. So
and like you are like, I mean, like, I know that like, no matter like anybody that goes through it in like their own way. There's no right or wrong way, but you are like so strong. Like I can't even like begin to like explain to people like what, you can't like until you go through it for you, but just like watching you, like you just like were there with her like nonstop. Like you just cared for her so well and your family in the middle of it. And like, just
you had a lot of grace and just, I certainly like would not have handled it as well. Like you were a rock star. You just took charge.
Yeah.
And
right. And I know that it's like, that is like the power of the Holy Spirit in you and like your reliance on God. But even that, like in the middle of it, just like your perspective on things, and not that that's not to say that it isn't hard, but just like, you've just been like, it's been.
Yeah. I just like literally don't know how else you get through it. Like I'm not saying this to like project my faith on other people, but
no, it's true.
I'm like, and I know that like the Bible literally says that like you draw near to God, you know, when you're like in suffering, and it's like so dumb that it takes something like that. Not that I wasn't like reliant before, but like I was telling Josie, I was like, man, I haven't like read my Bible in months. I haven't like gone to church in months, but I was like, I feel like closer to God than I've ever felt, just because it's like, I hit like rock bottom. It's like, there was, I would like stay with my mom in her room, and I would just like, there was some nights where I just like would lay there and be like, literally just help me, God. Like, I'm just like, help me. Like, I'm like, I don't know what else to even say, but like, it's just like, get me through it. Cause I'm like, I don't know how else I can. But my one thing at like the end of it was just that I was like, I don't ever want to regret like time not spent with her, or like, time not caring for her. So I'm so thankful. Like my job, oh my gosh, like I'm at a new job and I don't get that much, like in the education system, we get so many days off that like you don't get a bajillion days of PTO. And like I wasn't eligible for like FMLA because I'm in my first year at this new job and all these different things. And so anyways, just like I got to be so present with her because people were willing to help me and just like make time for me to like be with my mom. So like definitely in the end, it's like, my mom would say that to Trev and I. She was like, you guys are so strong. And I'm like, I don't even know like where that comes from. You just like do it. You just like go into action and you just do. Like, I don't know. It's so crazy. Like if I told Ty the other day, I was like, if you told me that I would be like sleeping in my mom's hospital room every single night, like I slept on a freaking cot from Halloween till November 21st. Like I had 2 nights off where somebody else took a shift. Like I would have told you like never ever. Like I would have been like, no, like I won't be strong enough to do that. Or like it's just like things that I witnessed or saw that I'm like, wow, you just like do it, I guess, when it comes down to it. But so anyways, there's so much more we could talk about, but I'm in like the definite very early stages of grieving where like I've like, this is like honestly a lot of the most I've cried. Like maybe it's like really raw talking about it, like vulnerable to be sharing, because I know this is going to be like so public of a thing, but and I'm not saying any of this or like sharing this story for like pity. It's just so that like one, like we've created this community and like we want to be open and honest about like what's going on in our lives, even if you are like in the trenches like I am. And it's like and you guys have been like so supportive, and like the amount of messages we've received and like from like a lot of you that are like not our close friends that follow us, like from people we don't even know. We're like, I feel like we've had a lot of like silent followers that are like, I've been kind of a silent listener, and like that's been really sweet. But like, so it's like, also if my journey with this can even impact like one person or like help you through it or like relate to somebody else, it's like, that's so worth it, you know? Or like, I don't know. I just keep saying, I'm like, literally like, if anything good, like whatever good can come from this horrible year that I've like had. And I think like, I guess I don't think that my year coming is going to be like horrible. I just know it will be hard. So, but I'm definitely in the early stages of grief where like, I was telling Ty, like we're going through the stages of grief and I was like, I don't know which one I'm in. Cause I was like, at first I was like, maybe I'm not like, or I was like, I'm definitely not in like denial. And then I was like, maybe I am in denial. Like it just does not even feel like she's gone.
Yeah.
It feels like she's on this like vacation and I just haven't talked to her in a couple weeks. And like, Thanksgiving, like everyone was like, oh my gosh, like thinking of you for Thanksgiving. And I was like, I don't think I've even processed that she's like not with me for Thanksgiving because it was literally 4 days before Thanksgiving. So like, I obviously knew she wasn't there and I did cry a lot that night going home. But like during the day of it, like I just was like so numb. Like numb is the best way I can describe how I feel. Like I just feel very numb to it. I'm going through the motions of like putting up my Christmas decor and like planning social events and like I don't even know, like I really feel so numb to it. I might be in denial. Like I obviously know she's gone. I literally witnessed it.
Right.
But like I don't know. But so I don't even know. I just feel like I'm in this very numb stage and I think it is my brain protecting me. And I think I'm going to have to like, I'm going to unravel that more eventually. Like, I don't think it's hit me like when I think about the fact of like, I will never talk to her again or like, I will never see her again. It's like, that is so sad. But I don't like actively like, I don't know, that feeling hasn't like hit yet. It's so weird. It is just truly the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, a lot of people have told me like it's gonna hit like later. So I'm like, oh gosh, like better be prepared to that.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. Like I'm like, there's just no way to prepare for that. So I'm just gonna have to like take it all as it comes. But yeah, I think I'm just like, draw near to your loved ones and like spend time with them. And it's crazy how someone can get a diagnosis and like the next year just be gone. Like that's insane. So yeah, I don't know. That's that, but I'm sure, I think like I haven't done a lot of like true processing on it. So down the road, I would like to do episodes on like what like to do and what to say and like how to care for someone who's like going through something like this, because I've learned so much of like what to do, what not to do, and just like I think
and what's helpful,
what's not helpful, and then I think like hopefully down the road maybe I can like I think an episode on like how to get through it, because I think that was like my number one question like a couple months ago. Like I would just say to Ty like, what am I gonna do, like how am I gonna go on? Like, I just was like, I don't fathom a world where she's just not here. Like, how am I going to live? And it's just like, he just kept being like, we just will. And you just will. And I'm like, what? Like, I couldn't even comprehend, but it's like, here I am like doing that. And so anyways, that was my biggest question as someone who's never gone through it, was like, what am I going to do? And like, how will I proceed with my life? Like, that sounds so dramatic, but it just it's just like what I
completely appropriate. 100%.
Yeah. And like, yeah, one of my coworkers, I'm so lucky to have her, but she gave me like so many ideas, like because like for me, like my mom will never meet my future kids, like so many different milestones that like my mom for both my brother and I. So I just think, I had some really good advice. So I'd love to like lay it all out more. So we'll definitely be talking, but if you are curious about grief or death or like death and dying or whatever, like let us know, because whatever is most helpful to people is like why I'm sharing that stuff. So, and like going more in depth on this. So, but also like, I want to celebrate the fact that like my mom made it 1 year. Like that's incredible. And like, she was so strong and like
she was
courageous. Like she just never let it like get her down, even with cancer. Like we were still just like living life.
Yeah. She's amazing.
So I feel like maybe that's how we wrap up this episode, is just like funny stories we have with her or like, like, I don't know, just whatever we think of.
Yeah.
And then we can still do our praises. So
That sounds good.
I don't know. Do you guys have stories or sorry, anything else to add? Like, you guys have seen this from a totally different perspective than I have.
Yeah.
And I think that's unique too.
Yeah. I don't know if I have much to add right now. I think it's like, I did want to say like just how that, like you've handled it and just like watching you, like you also be so strong. But I do think like me and Coco are lucky that like we have had like each other too. Cause it's like when you're like at the, you know, like you're dealing with everything at the hospital. So I'm not going to call you and be like, hi, I'm so sad today. You know, which I like, we had that night in October, like, and we, like, I obviously have been open with you too, but just like,
we were doing a lot of side quests.
Yeah. Like I like there was like a stretch where we would call each other every day.
And we're like, how you doing?
Cause like, that's, I think like, maybe this can transition into like just like stories about Dawn, but like really me and Coco were like so close with her too. I don't think I cried today either.
It just hits
and that's just like who she was, like even like at the funeral or like just as people would send messages to Erin and her family, like there's so many people that Erin doesn't even like talk to anymore, but just that like would be like, oh, Dawn was like a second mom to me. Like she just really was that for so many people. So she really was that for like me and Coco. And like it's like even just like at the burial, like Aunt Chris just came up to both of us and was like, she just loved you guys, you know, like
she really was like, she would like call you her second daughters. Like she just loved you guys.
Yeah. Like Aunt Chris was like, I would call Dawn and she'd be like, Josie's doing this, Coco's doing this, you know, like
I was just telling Coco that yesterday. I was like, not a conversation went by where like, if I brought up like, here's an update about Josie, then my mom's like, and what about Coco? Or like vice versa. Like if it's like, if I was like, Coco's getting her puppy, she'd be like, okay, well now tell me about Josie. Like it was like, she always just like, she just like loved you guys and like always wanted the tea. Like
seriously,
your life.
She loved to gab. She loved the gossip. It was so fun.
I know. I was like, there were like some things going on the past couple of months, like updates in my life, and I was looking back at our text. She's like, can't wait for the download. Like it's literally just like.
I was looking back at our text and I was like figuring out like, I don't even know why I was being such a tweak about Florida. I was like, I got to figure out money stuff. And she just was texting me individually. And then she goes, and I was like texting her like, yeah, I'm just moving money around. She goes, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, for moving money around? I was like, you're so cute. I was like, why are you really? That just was her.
Yeah, no, she's just like, she's just the best. So,
yeah, and she's known Coke since first grade. And then like Coke's, we were like reminiscing a lot yesterday and like we were saying too that like we obviously knew her when we were like, or you knew her when you were like young, but then we kind of had this gap where we like weren't as close. And then it's like really like now she came back into like your adulthood and like, I don't know, like my mom chaperoned us at our 4th grade Wilfridge retreat, which is like
an outdoor adventure, whatever,
field trip thing, up north Minnesota. My mom was like, Coco and I chaperoned, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the shenanigans we like put her through, like we were goofballs.
No, it's so special. Like it's so I think there's also that like it's like you are grieving and then I'm also like grieving, like watching you grieve and like supporting you through that. And it's just, it's a whole thing. Like, and it's like for you, then you're supporting your family through also like, it's just, you grieve and also you support those who are grieving the same thing. Like when you're in such a close knit, like family and friends, like you just really all like lean on each other, which is like so special. But yeah, Dawn was just like such a star. Truly. She really was like just the best. Like even, at the funeral, like she was so crafty. So like they had like dog bandanas like laid out for everybody to take. Like she had blankets in her closet that like hadn't been claimed yet. Like
Coco,
I had a blanket
Josie
she made
one.
me. Yeah, exactly. It's just like that was so her too. So that's been fun to like reminisce on of just like she really like left her like mark and legacy too. And it's like so many different ways. Like and so and I feel like I've told you this, but it's like she would say that like you and Trevor were her legacy, and it's like you like there's so much of her in you and so much of like her and Trev. And like even when you were just talking about like gifts this year, I'm like your generosity is so from her generosity. That's like, I spent a family Christmas with you guys. She helped me get my Aritzia puffer. Like that is just like, like,
oh my gosh.
It's just like stuff like that where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wonder if like you're coping in that way that right now in a way of like,
for
that's just like so
like,
her. That's so what she would do too, you know?
Well, she was like, like I was like, oh my gosh, she'd be rolling in her grave if I didn't like celebrate Christmas. Like as much as it's like sad, it's like, it was her fave. So I just am like, trying to embrace, like, I don't know how else you get through this than to like honor her, like through, or I was telling you, was it you guys? I think someone, I was saying like, I really want to do like a pancreatic cancer, like 5K or 10K. Like I want to sign up for that type of stuff. Like, I just am like, I think you have to honor them and like live their legacy out in order to not just like drown in the sadness of it all. I think, I don't know how else to, and by faith, but that's it. But like, I don't know. And I'm just thinking about like some of my favorite memories too. And I'm like, Coco just always had my mom rolling. Like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking about like
when I called her. Or no?
Anytime. But like I'm just thinking about the Keith Kazelka. Should I say
it's on TikTok.
It's
on TikTok.
Oh, okay. My mom's ex-boyfriend, like when we were in Florida, Coco was like walking down the beach.
Well, it was the trend of like where you tell someone like, I'm so hungry I could eat John Smith, and John Smith was like your mom's ex or whatever. And so Dawn's was Keith Kazelka, like because we were with your aunts and they were like, oh, Keith Kazelka. And so then we like shot it, and she was like, her reaction was just like, you do her voice perfectly.
She's just like, what the hell? She's just like, she was just like, she was like, I know a Keith Kazelka or something.
I dated a Keith Kazelka.
Like as if there's like more than one.
As if that's a John Smith.
No,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was so funny.
Oh, that video is hilarious. I think that's on our, it's on TikTok somewhere. Yeah. So you should find that because
we can post it in our dump too. That was so good.
And then also too, because they knew I was obsessed with Riley Green, and we went to the beach and then we came back and your mom was like, you missed the pool boy. He was a Riley Green lookalike. And I was like, Dad, get their number next time. But he was like a pool boy in Florida. Like, wasn't going to work with my lifestyle.
I'm just thinking about when you got Hank, like I know she was like the first to be like, we need to get Coco like a basket of toys or something. Like she just was so like, you know, wanted to give you things for that.
She just was a funny,
like, oh my gosh, she was just funny, and like not like someone like witty and funny, but just like, I think I'm like her in that. Like, I don't think she had
some funny sassy quips. Yeah, I think so. Not like overtly.
She did, but not like intentionally funny. Like she just would say like funny little things.
Yeah.
But one thing she would do is pronounce things so incorrectly. Like I joked with her one year that I was like, for Christmas, I'm going to write you a book of all the words you pronounce wrong. And like, they're so funny. And she would be like, oh, let's get some avocado out for this dinner tonight. And I was like, bro, like, yes. And we were we went to the Dominican, I think in 2018, with just like me, my mom, and my dad, and my brother. And we were at the freaking bar, and my parents are like, let's do a shot together, like, which is so not like either of my parents, but went in the Dominican, I guess. And so my mom's like, I think she wanted to get like pina colada shots. I don't even know if that's like a thing. I don't know. But she was like, can we get pina colada shots? And I was like, this is like a disgrace to the people here. Like,
that's so funny.
Pina colada?
Like, what is that? Literally.
Oh my gosh. And then we'd tell her, we'd be like, you know, like avocado, like
you're doing speech therapy with your mom.
Literally speech therapy. We'd be like, Mom, like this is insane. And she would like laugh too with us about that. And
I know I found a video when I was looking through when we were at her house one night and we were making Nona's meatballs and the smoke alarm is going off. So it's like Tyler with a broom, like whatever. And oh my gosh, she is cracking up in it. And then you can just like, she's like, somebody needs to be recording this. Here I am like with my phone. She's like, like it was so funny. And Coco's making fun of Tyler's height in it. Like, I wish you were taller to like reach the smoke thing.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And then she's just cracking up at us, like just laughing.
That's so good.
Yeah. Even my last call with her, I like, come on. And I was like, this has to be a sick effing joke.
Yeah.
And she was like, what'd she say?
Yeah, she's like, what did she just say? And she's just like laughing and
we were cracking up. But
that was so funny. You know, she was dying at your, you might have been the only goodbye that was like funny. Like it was sad. It was very
I was
sad.
crying, and then the boys were laughing at me for crying.
Well, his Coco would be like bawling, and then she'd be like, like saying some joke. And like,
because I can't be too sad for too long. I'm like,
No,
I
so it was
gotta
just-
lighten the mood. I'm the court jester.
it was like the most Coco call, but
Yeah.
like we have pictures of me and my mom FaceTiming you, and it's like we're smiling, laughing.
But then I'm like,
You
you
know.
can see if you zoom in, I'm sobbing. Like it's so like it's
I know.
But she just was such like a like that's what I remember from middle school is like she was always so like she just cared about you and your friends and like I those are the memories I have is like we would be sitting in your kitchen and she'd be making the yellow bars and like or like the cookie bars what those were. Do you remember those chocolate chip cookie like brownie bars?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
And we would like devour these like pans of these bars
Yeah.
and
I just-
she'd drive us to all the like
Football games
and
Yeah.
like I was saying in my eulogy, I was like talking about how we had like I had, and I think my friends just kind of got like grouped in with her, but we had like code words we'd text her if we were in like a bad situation in high school and we were like, oh, we need to like be picked up or gosh, yeah. I had like a night in college where my birthday was just like awful. And I like texted her at like midnight. It was like, I'm having an awful night. And I was at like Brothers Bar downtown or something crazy. Like I was like,
Ain't right.
Come get me.
but there was a night where I was at like a formal or something and I spilled red raspberry sauce like for ice cream all down this white dress that I borrowed from my roommate. And my mom like drove to the U of M at like midnight and was like helping me get this stain out. And I don't think my roommate ever knew that it was like that ever happened to her dress.
That's amazing.
But
She
yeah,
used
so
full
it's like-
X?
No,
Or was it the-
most? No, it was the most bizarre thing. It was like we had to take the dress and like put it over the top of a bowl, and then you took hot water, which my mom was like, "Hot. This goes against every stain related tip, because you're not supposed to like hot water like sets
Sets it.
stains in." But it was saying like for berry juice, take like hot water and have the dress like over a bowl and then pour water through
So
the
it, like,
top of
runs
it, so it
through.
like ran through
Well,
it.
that actually kind of makes sense because if you think of white,
yeah.
like you use hot water in the laundry for
Yes.
white.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it like ran through it
Interesting.
or whatever. Yeah. And it came fully out, gave the dress back the next morning. And like my roommate never knew. So like
Thanks,
she was
roomie.
just a gem. Like she was just like, that's
Yeah.
another like funny story. And
She was like such a good mom. Like
yeah,
she was really
she
like
would do anything for us.
the
and-
epitome of like
Yeah, and we were so close. Like I kept asking her, she didn't even like ever answer my question, but like, how did you raise us? And like, how did you become like such a good mom? Cause like nothing, like she just wasn't that close with her own mom. Like they had a great relationship, but not like me and my mom. Like me and my mom were so close always. And she just like never could answer the question. And I'm like, I guess maybe it was just her. Like she just was such a good mom. Like, I don't know. She just was like, I always tried to be like open and honest with you so that you'd be open and honest with me. And she's like, I try to never get mad. Like, even if I was mad, she's like, I tried to just keep my cool and like work through it. Like, I don't know, but I was like, I don't know. That doesn't really like fully answer the question. So
Right.
I don't know. It's like, hopefully, I'm like, hopefully someday I can be like that. But it really is just also maybe a testament to like her and like who she was too. Like, so yeah, no, she was like, the best. I'm just laughing at like, we had like my mom and I had time in like Europe together. And that was just a funny time of me and Dawn just like adventuring in Europe. And it was fun. And
Yep.
yeah, I feel like so many nights too where like us three would just be at her house just like vibing and so many fun. I just like think of you cracking jokes. I was just thinking about the like my guy thing and like I don't know, just funny little things that
funny.
we'd say. And just like we could always just us three together, like she would just shake her head and be like
know.
she would just be like, you girls are like too much.
And she was so right.
Yeah, she was so right for that.
Yeah,
but
I also think about the cabin. So like Erin's aunt has a cabin, and that is like Dawn's sister. And so this was talked a lot about at the funeral too, like her homemade ice cream. They gave out the recipe. And she was just there for like a lot of our like weekends. Like her and Aunt Chris were always like with us
and
too.
they just like witnessed all of our friend dynamics and like they were just in on like everything.
they were
with
in on
us.
everything.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Dawn like knew the lay of the land with our friends and who's dating who and who's doing what and
Oh, for sure.
like
And when we met, she was like, "We're perfect for each other."
Oh my
I have
gosh.
a text from Dawn, and it's literally like, you guys are the perfect pair. Me and Coco, she knew. That
When
made
we
me
first
cry.
met.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh.
I know
She
Yeah.
loved that we were friends.
I know.
So
she was like, "Oh my
sweet.
god, perfect."
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
many good memories. I feel like we could literally go on, but I feel like that's like good for today, and we can we just will be sharing more because that's just like where I'm gonna be for a while, so I'm like it'll just come up more, but we'll probably do some more in-depth things, and I'm sure my perspective on all of this will change as time goes on too. And I don't know, I've heard there's like an anger stage. I don't think I've been in that, but who knows? Like, I'm like, who knows where your girl will
Don't
be down
piss
the
Erin
road.
off.
Yeah, watch out.
No, it is interesting. Or like, I've just heard, like, do you guys know the stages of grief?
No,
It's like denial, bargaining,
anger,
there's
something, acceptance.
and then acceptance. Yeah. And I feel like, should we look it up? I don't know. I can never remember the fifth one, but
I think the acceptance is the fifth one.
or sorry, the fourth one. And it's not linear. Like, it's like you're just constantly bouncing between all of those, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because like
Depression.
Good.
Depression. So that's why I'm like, I like try to figure out where I'm at, because I'm just like,
It's probably, like you said, it's not linear.
denial, maybe. I don't know.
It'll come at different times.
So yeah, it's like maybe I will be angry and depressed. I don't know. Who knows?
Right.
But anyways, but yeah, again, just thank you for all your like kind words and like support, and even just the support of like us taking a break. I don't know. I feel like I've seen other podcasts take a break and people are like not so kind about that and whatever. So we're just thankful for
We love you, Peapodders.
our little Peapodder
We're
community.
obsessed with you. Like,
Yeah, we're equally obsessed with you.
Yeah, we're
guys.
gonna get into it in the next episode, but our Spotify rap came out and like we're as obsessed with ourselves as we are with you.
yeah, literally. Literally.
Yes. All right. Should we do praises?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My praise is just for, I mean, so many things. Like, one, just for my mom's life. Like, she did live like a really good life, and especially these like last few years, like she just was like thriving at the last couple of years of her life. So just, praise to her and like who she was and the impact she left on all of us. And then I think like my praise is just for you guys. I mean, like try not to cry more. I'm trying not to cry more. But yeah, like Josie and Coco have both just like stepped up as friends in ways that I like I truly couldn't imagine or like even ask for. It's like, you know, your best friends are going to be there for you, but like, yeah, they've like Coco, you've just like driven home. Like when she went into the hospital, Coco was like, I'm on my way home. And I was like, what? Like I was like, we don't even know the path forward yet. We don't even have a clear, like, I don't even know what's happening. And
Italian
you're just
food
like,
just needed to be made.
yeah,
Like
and
here.
Coco was like, no, like I'm coming and I'm bringing you dinner. And it's like, okay, you just drove 5 hours on a whim. Like I didn't ask for that. Like you just did it. And like, that's just incredible. And then it's like Josie watched our dogs for literally 2 weeks. I was telling Coco yesterday or whatever that we'd owe like literally thousands of dollars to like a boarding place if we were, because I told Coco has to board Hank more than Ty and I have to board our dogs. And so I was like, I don't even want to know what you pay for one of those places, but I just know I would be thousands of dollars like in
Just
like,
get her aloe sets.
yeah, literally. Yeah, just keep giving her aloe sets. Literally. That's like, I'd owe you like 10 of them. Oh my gosh. But yeah. And I mean, like they literally like made my mom's funeral program, and like you guys put pictures on the boards, and like you've driven up to my Coco's like an hour away almost from our house when she comes home. So the amount of times you've driven up this week and just like been here while I'm just like on bereavement and stuff. So it just like goes on. And like, I mean, like, yeah, the check-ins and I don't know, you guys were like the night she died, like my first calls, like I called both of you immediately and just was like crying on the phone with you guys. Like, I'm so thankful. And I just don't think everybody has like the friendship we do and like the way we care for each other. And like, I will be returning that favor. So hopefully a long time from now for y'all. But, like you guys have just set a really good example of like how best friends show up for each other through like something horrendous and just this whole year, really. Like, yeah, the fact that you guys even like came to Florida, like it was like not even a question. Like, I know you were joking, like you're like financial, but like at the end of the day, like you were like,
I was gonna
it wasn't
figure it
even a
out.
question.
I just had to figure out what flight to use what credits for. But
yeah. Like, but I'm just like, there's so many things you guys have done all year long that like, it's not like it's just one or two things or something. It's just been like a consistent like flow of support and even like, yeah, supporting Tyler. Like, I feel like you guys were like checking in on Tyler behind the scenes and like things I didn't even know about until maybe like after. So, yeah, I like have told them like, I'm like, I truly will never be able to like repay them. So that's my praise is like, and along with for other people too, like I've had so many other community, like just friends and family and whatever checking in. And so like that does not go unnoticed. And like Josie said too, like people reaching out to me that I have not talked to in years, like saying such kind things. And even just like the thought that they took time to like reach out to me is like, it just means so much. So yeah, that's my praise is just for how people rally together. And
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so grateful that I'm only a car ride away. Like, I wouldn't have done it any differently. Like, there's times where I'm like kicking myself that I don't live here, and I wish I could just be here for a lot of stuff because, like, there's just a lot of things that you were able to help with, and I'm like sitting there, and I was like, fuck, I like should be there and XYZ, and
you did so much from afar.
But it's so like I'm so glad that I'm only a car ride away, and it would be easy to come back. Like, I'm here for 2 weeks this week, 2 weeks home, and then I come back again. So it's like I'm so grateful that I get to do that. And like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna cry.
You've been strong this episode.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I was like, we were never like, I was like kind of a shit friend in high school. And so like Dawn being sweet to me again, I'm like, oh God. Oh my God.
Cokes.
Like, she's just so gracious. I'm like, I'm really grateful for. Sorry, my voice is also messed up because I'm sick, so that's why I'm like sounding like an idiot. But
you don't stop self-deprecating.
Stop. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just like it was such a gift to have like since 2020. Like, I love that I got to like have that relationship with her and you. Like
you also weren't a shit friend. So
I mean,
like
I wasn't the best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were both just like high schoolers being not like
we were
the
both
best.
bad friends in high school.
But like your mom, I mean, she's just been great, and like she just like cared so much about us, our day-to-days, and like yeah, I just like she would like literally reply to like all my stories. Like, she just was like such a sweet.
I know. I feel like she'd be the first person to like wish. You'd text me countless times. You're like, your mom was like the first person to wish me happy birthday this year.
She's just like
she's on it.
She's just on it. So she's just like such a good role model, and yeah. Anyway, that's me crying, but
that's good. That's good.
We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah. I'll just echo probably the same sentiment, but just like it's just like sweet to like have been a like close part of like her life here, you know? Like, I'm just grateful for that I like knew her and like was one of the people that like she loved. Like, it just felt so good to be like loved by her. And so I'm just like, that's just precious, and I just feel honored that like I got to like experience that. And I think like just in addition to that, just like grateful for you, Erin, and the way that you just like brought me into like your relationship with your mom and like shared her with me. Like, it's just, yeah, like it's just really unique to be able to like, you know, I just would keep saying like this, like, she's like my family too. And like your aunts are my family, and like, just like so special. So it's as much as it's like so hard, it's like so grateful at the same time that like got to like, yeah, just be a part of that. So I'm just grateful for you. So,
and overall, thank you for eternal life. Like, dear Lord, thank you, God. We have that. We're gonna see her again.
Seriously.
Like, she's making ice cream for us now. Your room's gonna be like literally stacked with like red velvet ice cream for eternity.
Seriously.
Like, she's doing that right now.
Seriously.
Yeah. Like, thank the Lord we get to see her again.
For sure.
Like, oh my
Seriously,
gosh.
that's a praise in itself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's such a praise. Like, the hope we have.
All right.
We're gonna go gussy up.
Yeah.
We're recording
got
another one right after this.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit of a pivot, but thank you so much for your patience in the break. And thank you just so many people sent so many kind things. So just thank you so much for that. We're excited to be back.
We are very excited to be back. So we're going to be resuming normal programming and see y'all like every Tuesday now again.
Yeah.
So
make sure you follow us on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok at 3ps.podcast. And please like, rate, whatever. Also, if we made it into your Spotify Wrapped, thank you so much, and share with us. Like, we want to get that clout going. So if you can do that,
we'd love to
would
see
be
that
fantastic.
if we made it in there.
Oh my gosh. All right. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.